Hey guys, Rick Fan here and welcome to the Fan of Life channel. Thanks for stopping in. Today it's just going to be you and I, so I want to take a little time to talk a little bit about the feelings of frustration and the feelings of being overwhelmed, which we all feel from time to time, especially if you're active in life and out there doing things. So before we get into it though, I want to make sure you guys take the time to hit subscribe, give it a like, pass it on to your friends and family, find some value into it, and grow this channel. And I'll be sure to bring content just like this and others along the way. I have some pretty cool interviews and conversations coming up. And as I work myself through those process and edits, I look forward to growing the channel, growing the content with you. So without further ado, let's talk about the feelings of frustration and the feelings of being overwhelmed. Hit it. We've all been there, guys, being down the dumps, being frustrated, being overwhelmed. And typically when we start to feel that way, it's one of two reasons. It's either not feeling that we have enough resources or feeling that we don't have enough time. One or the other, or sometimes both in a worst case scenario. So today I want to talk about two active strategies to keep those feelings at bay and one exercise that will help you from being in the dumps for too long. Those feelings of frustration and overwhelm is human nature. The key thing is not to stay there for a long time. It should be quick pit stops, not an extended stay. So, strategy number one, the busier you are, the more you have to live your life by a schedule. You have to dictate or predetermine what your day is going to look like. Throughout the day, things are going to come at you massively, and sometimes you feel like a fight scene in Game of Thrones when arrows are flying over your head and all coming at you at once. But prevent you from having feelings of doubt, having feelings of anxiety, or feelings of whatever those frustrations are, you stick to a schedule and have blinders on. This allows you to accomplish the things that you set out to accomplish so that you don't get to a point where you feel overwhelmed by the multiple tasks that comes at you at once. Remember, we work off of emotion. So in order to count emotion, you have to be analytical and strategic about it. So lay out your day and predetermine what you're going to do. What time are you going to go to bed? What time are you going to wake up? What time are you going to go to the gym, take your kids to school, have your first meal, drink water, etc., etc. You want to make it dummy proof, or I call it Rick proof, so that you go on autopilot. You can find this online. According to Mark Wahlberg, he has his day planned out to the minute. Well, I believe his schedule starts at 2:30 a.m., which is borderline sociopath. But there's a reason why he's successful. He's successful and driven on purpose. It's pretty interesting read. Now, you don't have to be that extreme, but that's a prime example on what the day can bring you if you predetermine how the outlook's going to be by following a schedule. Two, ask for help or delegate. Now, if you're starting a new business, chances are you don't have the funds or the capital to hire people or hire an assistant. So you easily can be overwhelmed. Now, here's where the kicker is. What I've learned through starting my own enterprise is that there are a lot of people out there that are willing to help if you ask for help. I think in our society, whether it's pride or what have you, we stay away and we avoid asking for help. If you practice that exercise, you'd be surprised how many people are willing to lend a helping hand, especially if they know what your vision or what your goal is. Your neighbors, friends, family, what have you. Now, the caveat to that is make sure you don't abuse them either, especially because you're not paying them. But take time and try to find opportunities to give back value, whether it be sending them flowers, it could be 12 bucks from Safeway or Vons, it could be a handwritten card, just gestures of appreciation. Now, again, it doesn't have to be a full day of them helping you. It could be pockets of time. Because if they can allow you to have 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours of your day back by them helping you and you delegating some activities, those half an hour, 2 hours or whatever, you got back and you can focus on something else. Those two things alone, living by a schedule and delegating activities, can free up your time and add resources. Therefore, hopefully keeping those feelings of frustration, anxiety, and overwhelm at bay. Now, being human, we all have them creep up and pop their head up every now and then. Again, The challenge is, or the goal should be, I should say, is to not wallow in the mud and stay in that feeling for a long time. Here's an exercise that I do in my office. So in my office, I have a freestanding erasable board. And every time I feel frustrated, overwhelmed, or those feelings of anxiety take over, I use that board and I write down as much as I can and fill up that board with the things that I'm appreciative of. And it could be very simple, everything from my dog, to my family, to the dinner I had last night, to a delicious cup of coffee, to a memory I had with my grandparents. Whatever it is for you that allows you to sit in the feeling of gratitude, it dynamically and quickly changes your emotion. I promise you. So those are the things that I personally do. In addition, another exercise that I've done through the years is I've taken the time to call friends, text friends, send them voice messages, send them video messages of gratitude, of love, of appreciation. And the confession with that is this, that 9 times out of 10, it's because I'm sitting in an emotion of frustration, doubt, or being overwhelmed. But by me taking the time to do that, I take myself out of that wallow in the mud mentality. That's a great exercise. And on top of that, the serendipity of it is you're going to make your friends and family feel great. I don't think there's ever a bad time to tell somebody you love them. So there you have it, guys. I hope these simple steps will help you the next time you feel overwhelmed or feel frustrated. I know it has in my life. So make sure you guys try to apply them to the best of your ability. Give me your thoughts. Give me some comments. Give it a like and share. Remember, subscribe. We got to grow the channel. Till next time, be sure to take care of each other and love each other. See you soon.